the 30th podcast of MarkJon. Da 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 da. MarkJon. So we're gonna be doing an Ask Us Anything, but while we're waiting for people to start kind of piling in and asking us questions, we're just gonna do our normal podcast. Thanks for the host, Marksman46.
Hey, thank you for that host, Marksman46. I heard that guy's really cool.
Well, kinda. What's up, Lynn?
Hi, Lynn.
Ah.
You want me to
Sorry, I spaced out. I was like,
okay.
oh yeah, I'm here too.
Do you want me to write down? Oh God, noise. Do you want me to write down names for you, of people?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. What's up, Toastus?
Hi, Toastus.
Hey, he knows you by name too.
I know.
Fox in a box.
I'm famous.
Gets it. Okay, so
don't let it go to your
obviously
head, Shelby.
Get your questions ready. This is an Ask Us Anything. If you guys don't get to get your questions answered, just go ahead and send it to that.
There it is.
And you know the drill. Follow us, watch our stuff, blah blah blah. You guys know us, so we're not gonna poke you too hard. Okay, before we start anything, I know, right? Before we start anything, I'm really excited because Fire Emblem Heroes just did an announcement quite literally 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
They had a voting event before the app came out that said vote for your favorite heroes. Whoever you like most gets ranked and so on. So they did this thing where they now have a voting gauntlet, which is the event that they do with the top 4 of men and the top 4 of women going up against each other. Most likely Ike is going to win that, but that's just my bias and also the fact that he got the most votes out of anybody. What's up, Xenia?
Hi, Xenia.
And then they're also doing a whole new summon banner, and they're allowing you to quite literally have one of the 4 heroes for free.
Okay, that seems
literally just giving you one.
OP as
because this is you voted for it.
What if that means that unit is garbage though?
Well, I'm going to look into it first. I'm going to research it before I take it, but it's still kind of be I'm excited for it because one of them is Ike, and they actually did a good job because they changed up the weapons for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But with Ike, they gave him his father's weapon, and they actually made his clothes emulate his father's clothes, and it's just, I'm happy. I love it.
Thank you for the host, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. But that's
Everyone's
interesting.
super excited you're here, I guess.
I know. Hey everyone. Excited.
So yeah, we've got an Ask Us Anything today, and we've got Shelby with us. So any questions you guys have for her?
Thank you for the host,
well.
Xenia. Sorry.
Thanks for the host, Xenia. I guess we got enough people here. Ask away. And again, if you guys don't get your question answered, if we don't run out of time, or if we just don't see it, you can either resend it over the chat, or if it's a longer question and we just didn't see it, send it to the email. I'll repost it now, but I just did it 2 minutes ago. But yeah. Oh, Xenia's got a bunch of questions for you.
Oh.
Oh.
Popular.
Should I be worried?
Yes. This is your interview, please. First question: what job are you applying for?
I wish I knew.
Wow.
I'm applying for the internet celebrity job.
Thank you. We'll email you back with your results.
I'm sure it went well.
Lynn's already got a question for you, Shelby. What is your deepest fear?
Deepest fear. It's pretty deep.
That's the point.
I know. Wow, just starting right off the bat.
Right out of the gate.
Hell
right?
yeah.
Right. I don't know.
How about we start with Xenia? What do you like to do?
I like to dance. And watch anime.
Anime.
I recently got more into video games.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I just played through Horizon. That was really fun.
Play Nier.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's telling you to play a game.
Oh,
Yeah.
which game?
Nier
Nier
Automata.
Automata.
Do it as
Okay.
soon as possible.
From what I hear, it is phenomenal.
What console's it on?
It's on
PS4.
PS4,
PS4.
and it's on PC if you have a powerful enough PC, but you don't.
No.
So
Which
yeah, you could probably get your dad to like get it because it is a good
Okay.
game from what I hear. I'm gonna have like a raw playthrough of it on the channel when hopefully we can do that.
Yeah. Oh, and I do like all kinds of dance. My favorite is modern and lyrical, but hip hop and like ballet are fun too. To answer the other question.
Hi, Mary. Yeah, we went dancing yesterday at a family get together,
Mhm.
and that's the first time we went dancing together.
Yeah, I think so. I know my feet were sore today.
Succeeded.
I know.
Succeeded.
And I went to Disneyland today.
Nice.
Okay.
So still sore.
Really
Yes.
quickly, Shelby, what is your favorite bread for sandwiches? Or are you asking all of us, Greg? Because mine is quick.
I'm a.
Favorite bread.
I can go with wheat or white.
You're
Either
a
one.
terrible person. Sourdough. Sourdough is the objective correct answer.
I can't do
Or
that.
French bread.
do
French
not
bread
like
is fine too.
sourdough. There's this
are you people?
fancy bread that we found that my mom found a while. It's some like artisanal
Is it
bread.
ciabatta?
No, it's not. It's almost like a potato bread,
Is it
But it's
potato
not.
bread?
but it's not potato bread.
Oh,
But
okay.
it has the same like look to it, but it's just like fluffy. So I like fluffy bread.
That's fair. I mean, for a sandwich though, for sandwiches specifically, was the
sandwich?
question.
Yeah,
What?
it would have to be toasted.
The fluffiness of the bread it'll be compromised by like if you put anything, like any amount of anything on it, it'll soak into the bread and it'll be soggy and gross.
No, but that's why you like toast it so it has a little bit of a crunch to it.
Okay. You know what? I'll give you that one. I'll
So
give
it's
you
still soft but a little crunchy.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You
That's
said
fine.
potato. It just reminded me of the dog name that we decided on.
Yeah. Spud.
If we ever get like a small corgi, we think it looks like a potato, so we're just like, yeah, we're gonna call it Spud.
Yeah,
So
like
we
a
just
potato
go, come
spud.
here, Spuddy.
Spuddy. Oh.
Because corgis just remind me of like little like furry potatoes, but like in a cute way. Not in a. I said that and it sounded weird, but in like a cute way.
Furry
In the
potato.
edible kind of
That's actually horrifying. Okay, Shelby, do you like to read?
Yes, I love to read. I just don't have the time to really read anymore,
Yeah, we get busy.
and I like to read like the cheesy like young adult kind of stuff. Like
I need to get you to read
Yeah.
like some classics though.
yeah, like I get to it. Whatever.
What can I say, man? Reading is good. So you're a little warmed up now.
Yeah,
You want to try that
Deepest
question
fear.
again? What's your deepest fear?
man. I mean, I feel like I'm just scared of a lot of things. Like too many. My
Alright.
biggest fear, okay, is being on a roller coaster ride,
Oh,
one
it
that like
hurts.
goes upside down and it just like unlocks.
Have you seen that? Have you guys seen that like that video?
Mhm.
It's just like, now we're gonna start the push-up section and down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like that is seriously my fear.
It's so messed up. I just think it's funny as hell.
So like when I go on roller coasters, especially once I go upside down, I like hold on extra tight when it does that, and I'm just like, what? And I think in my head like, okay, if this does happen, like what could I do to like hold on for dear life? Like what else could I hold on to? But I still love roller coasters.
Yeah, they are fun.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun. What kind of question is it? If you could only have soups or stews for the rest of your life, which would it be?
I think stews
Stew.
because they're heartier.
So,
Yeah,
Like, there's
with
more-
soup, you're just having liquid all the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
With stew, you actually got some stuff in there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything reminds Shelby of food. That
Yeah.
is true. I love food.
Kinky Sweet, you're new. Hello.
No, they've been there before.
Okay.
I
I'm just
remember.
maybe my memory is like not great. Sorry, but I'd like to see more of you come around.
I believe they were here
They're here because I'm here.
when Shelby was on that one time. I think it was when it was you, me, Shelby, and Greg.
Probably.
Oh shit! Is that? Could it be
I believe you did say it was Shelby's friend
Not me.
IRL.
Anjali.
That's who it is. It's Anjali. Yeah.
Fucking
Yes.
called it.
Good call. Good call.
I was like, the handle looks familiar.
Hey guys, what's the best part of a balanced breakfast? I say it's friends.
I say it's kicked
What?
cereal.
I
Dude.
love breakfast.
You really
Like,
do, yeah.
I would eat everything for breakfast. I eat it all day, every day.
Breakfast is my least favorite meal of the day, actually.
What? It's my favorite because you could literally pig out and like have no regrets about it because you have the whole day to like work it off.
I mean, like, that's...
That's how I view breakfast.
I don't think that's how it works. Oh, breakfast burrito, 100%.
Breakfast burrito.
Yes.
Breakfast sandwiches are pretty good though.
Oh yeah, that is true. I don't like to share. And like when people eat all my cereal, I get very angry.
What's up, Test Drive?
Hi, Tiger. What's up? Okay. Do we
Cool.
have
Look at
more
that.
questions?
Yeah.
Or did I miss one?
I
don't know.
You're
What are-
actually getting through these pretty well.
Right? Okay, so what are you
Oh, what's your favorite
Both of
food
your
and what is a
disputes.
food you don't like?
Oh, you hate fish food.
Yeah, I don't really like seafood. And I wish
Fish
I did
food.
because I know fish is like healthy for you. Like I can't stand sushi.
God, what was it? Our anniversary dinner I cooked for us.
Oh yeah, I felt
I had
so
cooked-
bad.
I had cooked this whole like we had made salads, like pasta, had like this salmon wrapping like lobster and crab, and it was really delicious. I love that shit. But like I put it in front of her and she was like, yeah, just ate the pasta around the salmon.
Well, I had told you before, like I don't really like fish, and you're like,
yeah.
you're gonna try it, you're gonna like it, and I was like, no.
Well, you tried it.
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite food then, Shelby?
I love pizza, and
Wow,
I
Ziggy
love
is gonna like
anything,
that answer.
anything dessert. Like
We-
food is whatever, but dessert is like my life.
We went to
Do you-
that party yesterday and she literally got like 5 or 6 desserts.
Yeah, creme brulee is probably my favorite.
Do you guys like tiramisu?
It's
I'm not
okay.
a big coffee fan.
It's not coffee.
Isn't it?
No, it's
No.
not.
No, what was
It's-
the coffee one?
It's a
Whatever.
dish best known for being served and cooked with alcohol. Traditionally, I believe it's cooked with vodka. I'm not actually sure on that one though. But I had a tiramisu Italian cream soda today, and that was good. I liked that.
Nice.
That's really cool. But yeah, so Shelby, what were you asking us?
Oh, what are your deepest fears?
Mark?
Mine? Oh,
Yeah, like
my deepest fear would be someone I thought I could trust being untrustworthy, I think.
That one sucks.
Yeah.
That one sucks.
don't even play.
My answer to that, I think we've answered this question before.
Yeah, I believe so.
Just being alone. I hate that shit. Ask her. She knows that I'm like weird when I start getting alone. Like being isolated and shit.
Yeah, we'll have to get you a cat.
I guess.
That is the cure. Lots of cats. Trust me. Trust me on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one. I know. I have
Talk to
5
your cat
cats.
lady.
It's their family.
Well, my parents
Alright.
abandon me every so often. I just let all the 5 cats into my room, and then they just crawl over the place. And I don't have time to be
just, like,
lonely because they're
cat.
very annoying.
All right, next question. Would you rather have your elbow joints facing opposite directions or have your knees facing backwards?
Oh, knees facing backwards. You'd be some like bipedal fucking monster. That'd be
Like a
awesome.
velociraptor almost.
Or like a fucking minotaur or something.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you could just like, well, I've already got hairy legs, so I could pass as a minotaur.
Dude, that'd be some fucking like horror movie and or fantasy movie shit. So that'd be pretty cool.
Right?
Elbow joints facing the other way would just be inconvenient, you know?
Yeah, it would be incredibly inconvenient.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
All right, favorite alcoholic drink. Mark, we know you don't drink.
What? Why?
milk.
Is there like a reason?
Well, I wanted to try it once, and I tried it in Europe, and people said I did it wrong, but regardless, it tasted like garbage, and I was like, I don't understand. It's expensive, and it tastes like shit.
Wrong?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing, is I was like...
What was it you were drinking?
I tried German beer, Scottish whiskey, English Scotch. I tried white and red wine, and all of it tasted like shit. And I was like,
you quite literally tried all the things that are shit.
You did do it wrong. You gotta start with other stuff.
start with what?
Those things are something like you either have mixed, I feel like, or you like have built up to it.
You've got a bevy of beverages.
I mean, the most tolerable one was German beer, but it still tasted like shit.
Yeah.
To me.
The best way to start you would probably be with like a mixed drink where you don't taste it much, and you just kind of like experience like.
But like, I don't want to do that because it's fucking expensive.
It's surprisingly not, actually.
Oh, I just don't want to do it. I'd rather just fucking sit here and drink milk because I'm a nerd.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair. I get it.
Okay.
Or drink
I
water.
get it.
Water is good.
So what's your favorite?
Well, my buddies at whenever, now I guess now it's just whenever you and I go to the beach house, we got a bunch of friends who one of the guys owns, or his family owns, a beach house or whatever. So we go down there, and they always make this drink with like thick vodka. It's a very powerful vodka, but they mix it in a way that you barely taste it, and it almost just tastes like Kool-Aid.
Mm.
And you get hammered after like 5.
Because they use what, Everclear?
Yeah. And it's like, what is it, 80%? 70%?
It's pretty high.
Some really high alcohol content. And like, after 3, I'm just kind of like, this is nice. And I usually don't go higher than 3, because if I had like 5, I probably would be throwing up at the end of the night.
Mm. My favorite is Fireball.
Like that one song?
Yes. That song makes me so happy. I don't know. And I like it either like just by itself as like a shot, or like mixed with stuff. That, or like Malibu rum. That stuff is good too. But like I also don't have a lot of experience with alcohol, so those are my 2 kind of go-to things. Starting to branch out.
Fireball is actually terrible. Okay, wait. Would you rather kill someone and have nobody know, or not kill someone but have everyone think you did?
Kill someone and have nobody know. You kidding me? That's the best way.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Certain people, you just like, you've pissed me off today, and no one else will know what happened to you.
Someone send us more questions too. We need to have like a stockpile. You know?
I know. Just ask away. We're looking through the chat for every single question you guys ask.
Mm-hmm.
See, Lynn, I don't value life enough to care about being a killer, I guess.
Well, Greg, what if you don't get to pick the person you kill?
I'd still do it.
Well, there was a movie
Wouldn't that make you a hitman?
Technically.
That'd be badass.
Now you want to do it.
Yeah, now you like kind of brought it out, and then you brought it back to the other side, and now I want to do it again.
Now, do we get paid? Is the real question.
Probably not. I think the payment is not getting caught.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the payment is whatever's...
Satisfaction of a job well done.
Oh shit! Yeah. What about whatever's in their wallet? Hope you kill a rich man.
Hmm.
And if nobody knows, technically the man, everyone thinks the man is still alive. So you could use his like credit card on like the most expensive thing, and you'd be like, cool.
That's like the fastest way to get caught, though.
But
That's
nobody knows.
Well, like as soon as they see it,
But like they could see like, okay, they
doesn't matter.
got something at this store. Look at
Doesn't matter.
video.
The consequence is that nobody knows you did it.
well,
Mm.
they
So
might
you get
know
to
he's
do-
dead though.
No. Well, okay, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that they know you did it.
Okay, that's
It-
fair. You
That-
should
that's
like
pretense.
you should have. There's just like an episode of Black Mirror or something where they're like, oh, you can never get caught, and then the dude is like, he starts going crazy or something. So he like runs into the middle of a plaza. And he's like, "I killed the man," and then everyone's like, "Yeah, right." And then he can never clear his guilty conscience at the end, and then he's sad.
Yeah. Oh.
I could totally see.
So you
that
played
being an
yourself.
episode. Yeah, you did.
Okay, would you rather be a 4 foot tall? Would you rather be 4 feet tall or 10 feet tall?
4 feet. Because then I could wear all the heels. Right?
And then be of average height?
Yes! Because, like, I can't really wear super tall heels around you, because then I'd be, like, way taller.
I feel like 10
So
feet tall would be
4 feet.
inconvenient, and 4 feet tall you could be Danny DeVito. So, like...
You want to be Danny DeVito.
Well, 4 feet tall, aren't you considered, like, was it, like, a midget?
I think
Like-
so.
Height deficiency?
Fucking 10 feet tall is, like... Just, like,
A giant.
A little too much to be, like, okay.
I don't know. I think as, like, a woman, being taller can be inconvenient. Or at least,
It's just
like,
inconvenient, period.
I feel like it is.
Let me put it to you this way: the tallest man in the world ever of all time was 8'11".
Fuck
You'd be
me.
a full foot taller than.
You know,
the
I do
tallest
it
man
just
in
to
the
get into
world.
the record book, honestly.
Yeah, but then the rest of your life would suck. You'd get 1 day of fame and that's it.
Nah, you get enough.
Yeah, but,
fame.
like,
you'd see
for
people and you'd be
guys-
like, "Oh shit, it's that guy."
People want you to be taller.
Well,
So
it's
it
like my
works.
cousin. He's like 6'7", and he like sticks out like a sore thumb in a party.
It's easy to find him.
Yeah,
Easy to be like, where'd he go?
yeah.
He ditched us again.
He didn't want to dance yesterday.
I
It's
know.
funny.
Whatever.
It's okay. It's just not his kind of thing.
Would you rather be a scaly or a furry?
Do you know what those mean?
I know what a furry is, so I can guess what a scaly is.
Yeah, there you go. Which one would you rather be?
I'd be a furry.
I'd be a furry because scaly, it feels weird. At least, like, it's soft.
Yeah.
It's a furry.
Everyone wants to touch me if I'm furry.
Like, I'm just gonna say a blanket no to that statement. Maybe a scaly because dragons are pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah. You'd be a dragonborn.
That'd be pretty dope. But you know, I don't know if I could get off to that. Anyway,
Oh, that's true. 10 feet tall, you'd be like perfect for the NBA.
true. Yeah, you would be really good. Like no one would be able to stop you.
I know, you'd just be like, put it like in. Well, that's because like the hoop is 10 feet tall, so you just have to literally put it like right in front of you. You tower over them. You just hold the guy who like can jump down, and you just put it in.
He wouldn't be
Oh,
able
yeah.
to jump as high as you are tall. That would be insane.
Exactly.
You just hold the ball up, and they're like, "No, stop."
Nobody can touch me.
It's like playing
Oh,
with
yeah.
Have,
middle
like, a super deep
schoolers.
voice is the real question.
No, you have a really high voice.
Wouldn't it just
Like our
be
badass
normal?
character from today. Those of you guys, like, we're releasing a game where they have like a badass guy who has a scar, and we gave him the smallest voice possible.
You gave him the smallest voice possible.
I gave him the smallest voice possible.
You started voicing every character, and then I was like,
I know. I started
okay.
going
And
like,
then
no.
you're like, do you want to just do the protagonist? It's like, okay.
I think we just gave up on dialogue boxes like halfway through too.
Well, you did. You just started making noises, but that's okay.
Would you rather have full control of your dreams or never have to
Oh,
sleep?
never have to sleep. Fuck.
Yeah, never have to sleep.
Yeah.
You would
If my
increase-
body could like actually function, that'd be awesome.
If you never had to sleep, would there be like consequences
No.
because you're not sleeping, or is it just like you don't have to?
No,
You don't
like
have
if
to.
you'd be able to sleep, but you'd just be able to do anything you want in that dream. If you wanted to live a second life in your dream, you could literally just do that.
Yeah. I don't know, because I would. Full control.
Because you'd only be limited by your own imagination.
Maybe. I still would like to like never have to sleep because I am like so productive at night, and then I'm like, but I have to sleep or I'm gonna like screw everything up.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
have to sleep. I could like just play games forever. I could clean things. I would be so productive.
You say that, and that's not true. But
It's an idealistic
yes.
answer.
Yes.
All right,
All right. Would you rather have buff arms or buff legs? Buff arms.
buff legs.
Probably buff arms.
What?
So why would you have buff arms, Mark? So we can finally do that freaking bouldering thing and like
Yes.
destroy the crap out of it.
Freaking climb better. Finally.
Yes.
Mm.
Why buff legs?
Okay, I really like that cut in the calf you get when
Yeah.
when your legs are really nice. Just like, I don't know, when legs are just nice and toned and they're buff, they look so nice. And like as a dancer, like your legs are so important. Arms are too, but it's like it varies. So our legs work better.
Mm.
I see that. I could totally.
And I
see
could just
that.
like kick someone in the face, be like, "Pah."
True.
That would knock them out.
Exactly.
Mama said, "Knock you out."
Plus, of all the things that I have to have, it's buffer arms for sword fighting. You know,
Yeah.
it's
But
a
see, I'm
little
like,
bit of footwork. But
I'm not much of a fighter. I'm like, let's get out of here.
oh, you're gonna run.
Yes.
Good.
Well, you don't necessarily have to have buff legs to run. If you ever look at a cross country runner,
Cross
Crunchy.
Crunchy. Captain
if you ever
Crunchy.
look at a cross country runner, like they don't have buff legs at all, but God, can they run for days?
Could kick people and then
Really?
stab them. That's so annoying. Oh. Okay.
Would you rather fight 25 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Wait, what?
Would you rather
Oh,
fight
horse-sized
25
duck. That's like a fucking. Oh, what is
Choco.
that? No, it's not a chocobo.
Yes, it is.
It's like a no, not a kamite. Ah, fuck. What's it called? They're these like things. They're like bird creatures, and they'll like paralyze you. They'll turn you to stone. It's fucking weird. Basilisk. That's it. It's like a basilisk. I would totally.
Yeah,
fight
but that's
that.
like a half eagle, half like snake or something, right?
basilisk.
Like half eagle, half snake, and half something else.
Mm.
Let me look up a
I
picture
don't
of
know. I
basilisk.
feel like the duck-sized horses would be too cute,
They would it'd be little dicks.
right? So it'd be adorable.
If you guys don't know what a dick is, go look it up. D-I-K.
They're like mini deers, and they're adorable.
Oh,
Right? Like,
basilisk.
you wouldn't want to
So
fight that. You would
precious.
feel like a horrible person. I'd rather fight the giant
You'd rather
thing
you'd
and be like,
slay
good riddance.
You'd rather slay the abomination.
Yeah.
Kill it.
And you're like, oh, it's so cute.
Good lord.
I would totally fight one thing. It's a Dark Souls boss. That's it. Easy.
I guess so.
And technically, it wouldn't have any teeth, so I guess it would be relatively easy to fight. You just have to be able to fight its jaw strength.
No, you just win.
I guess. Let me see this. Would you rather constantly have a runny nose or constantly have Cheetos cheese-covered fingers? The fuck? Yeah, that's not even a question.
But what would you choose?
I would
You
choose
could
the
like
Cheetos
finger
cheese-covered
paint
fingers.
at any time. On
What?
any, you could finger paint on any time on any surface.
You'd be the most famous artist.
Or if you're like, you just need like a snack, you just lick your fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right? Runny noses are so obnoxious. I just want to like die. You're like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
And it's also like at the most inconvenient times. Like if you're taking a test or it's quiet and you have to keep sniffling because you don't have a tissue,
Literally
your
today.
life is awful.
We did a recording session, Mark and I was just sneezing and sniffing and runny nose and everything.
Oh,
I
And now
beat
I'm
your
fine.
ass
I
at
don't know.
Nidhogg.
I think it was just your room or something, your
I've
house or
aller-
something.
you're
Yeah.
allergic to
Getting
Merc.
some allergens up in the air in my house. Yeah, I've been having allergies too actually. So
Maybe it's just because like your house is like under construction, so like sawdust is in the air or something.
I do left the door open for like solid like 4 hours on Friday.
Yeah, that might do it.
Mm.
That might do it. Broken wrists or broken ankles? God, broken wrists. I think.
Hmm.
Oh wait, you skipped a bunch.
I did. That was the first one I saw.
Broken ankles, so I can play games still.
Yeah, I guess.
I would do ankles too. Then I can be like, carry me, and they would have to do it.
Or you
Yeah.
could wheel yourself around.
By
yeah,
law.
and then build up my arms to match my legs.
Swords for dicks or tits, or swords for hands.
Wait, say that one more time.
Right here.
Swords for dicks and tits, or swords for hands.
I feel like swords for hand would be like Edward Scissorhands, but like swords.
Very inconvenient. Honestly, both of them are incredibly inconvenient.
Okay, I can control the ones on my hands. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say.
How do you know
forbidden
that?
Swords for hands.
How do you know that
Huh?
you can control them, John? You can't just add rules to this.
Well, no. My point is that you can tangibly move these. The way your boobs bounce, or the way your dick moves, that's not exactly something that you can just be like muscle control.
It's like a nunchuck.
Yes, but it might hit you too.
Well, if you're bad,
Not
that's
a
why you
dick.
gotta buy a little dick sheath, and then you won't cut yourself.
Yeah,
Oh my god! I never thought I'd ever hear the word dick sheath.
It's a risk.
Oh no, wait, that's
That
just
needs
someone
to
who's
be taken.
uncircumcised. Or
Oh,
Oh, you're done.
done. Go home. This is no longer the MarkJon podcast. This is now the
Yeah,
Mark Shelby
he's-
podcast.
He's been banished.
Thanks. All right, what's the most beautiful place you've ever been to?
Go.
Disneyland. Shit.
do you guys want to go first, or shall I?
I've got two. Lake Tahoe in the middle of August. Shit's beautiful.
Mhm.
Like the lake is like at a temperature. It's a little cold, but it's like really nice. Everybody's like having a good time. The hike trails are amazing. The stars are out and beautiful. And then the second one would be Kauai. The island of Kauai, which is also freaking beautiful. Like if you go to the right areas, like there's one mountain that's purely just grass, green hills with a road on it, and it's just stunning. It's such a good time. It's like lots of forests and very unpopulated. Very little people on there, so it's just really nice. Kauai is really nice too.
Kawaii sounds cute.
Kauai!
Yes.
Nandeyu ka?
Oh my gosh.
Shelby,
Okay.
do you want to go now?
Yeah. Probably the most beautiful place I've been to would be Mackinac Island in Michigan. It's a island in I forget which lake it's on. I want to say Lake Huron, but don't quote me on that. But basically, tourists can only get there in the summer because that's the only time they really do ferries. Or that's what I was told. And there's no cars allowed on the island, so the only way to get around is with a bike or with a horse buggy,
Oh, that's cool.
which I think is kind of cool. So it's the air just feels fresher because you don't have all the smog. And the landscape is just beautiful. It's a national forest too, and just going around, you see all these different natural, what is it word, monuments, I guess. And it's just cool to walk around and see it all because it's not stuff that you typically see because it's rock formations.
Like Huron.
Like Huron. Aha.
Near
Thank you.
Near the Lake Michigan edge.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The place that I think was the most beautiful place I've ever been was Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Here's a little picture if you guys want to see it. Basically, it's this giant fucking castle on a hill that you have to hike a mile up to go see it. And it's built on top of a mountain, and then behind it are mountain ranges, and on the other side are just these huge vast open fields with all these little tiny cottages across the countryside, and it's fucking just breathtaking. And then they have these bridges out to the these sides where you can see different sides of the castle. It's just mind-boggling, and I walked that whole hour uphill. It's crazy.
Wow, it looks really nice.
Well, you know what that reminds me of is when we went to Hearst Castle.
Oh yeah,
I've been there
This
too, yeah.
castle it's really cool, but
It's
the
eccentric.
inside,
It's eccentric as hell.
it so is. It's so gaudy. It has all this different stuff just mashed together. But the fact that someone lived there for a period of time was unbelievable.
Well, it was basically the castle is I'm rich. Check out how rich I am.
Yeah.
See,
That was the entire point of the castle.
I was really disappointed when I was going to Hearst Castle that first time, because I was oh, the castle, I finally get to see a real fucking castle. And then I went there and it wasn't a real castle. It was like it was just like a really cool looking place, and I was like, this isn't a castle, and then I was sad. But then I went to this place. So the place that I linked is kind of a castle as well. It's more of like a palace than a fucking castle. But this place, I don't know what happened there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, don't click on that link. There's a different castle. You guys can look it up actually. It's just called Warwick Castle. It's like a real fucking like legit medieval castle, and it's fucking cool. Like they had like knights, and they had like a little pit for tarring people. Fuck, dude. That was legit. That was the most legit castle I've ever been to. Like something out of the actual like medieval era, and that was by far.
That's in Germany too?
No, this is in Warwick, England.
England. Ooh.
I love that one.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, next question. What do you think? Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry. What do you think the first alien life we find will be/look like?
I think we are the aliens. Boo, 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 boo.
Oh my gosh.
We're not
done.
I don't actually have any fucking idea. Are you just pointing at Shelby?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
What? Hey. I saw that you were like doing something out of the corner of my eye. I just thought you were being weird. Cool, thanks.
Come on.
Would you rather know everything about the past or everything about the future?
The future? Are you kidding me?
Future!
You could make so much money about that.
Yeah, you really could.
I'd rather know everything about the past.
What if your actions...
Well, if we're together, we would have both, so...
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like if you know everything about the future, like, what's the point? Like, you already know what's going on.
Oh, fuck, that's true.
Right? It's like...
Yeah, I want to know.
Nothing
matters anyway.
I would be so bored, right? Because you could know everything about the future. Like, am I going to play this game? Yes. What happens? All of this.
Well, but then you'd be a pseudo fourth dimensional creature, and I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be
I
fucking
don't know. I would
cool.
rather know like the past because there's a lot.
Like know things for sure that weren't lost to history and so on.
Yeah, especially like all that stuff where they're just like, we don't really know what happened. We're just guessing. But you
or
could
whether
know.
aliens actually visited the planet.
Yeah, or like how everything started. You could tell people like,
but you'd have
you're
no
dumb.
way of proving it.
You don't.
No, but you would know the satisfaction that you're right.
That's some bullshit. The people would be like, "Oh, but we found evidence that contraries your hypothesis," and then you'd be like,
but see, if you know everything about the past, you would know where to look for evidence.
"I guess." What if there is no evidence that exists, though?
I don't know, like, just saying, like, you could figure it out if you're really, like, into it.
Okay, anyway. What's your
All right.
favorite part of the body?
Like, the body in general, or, like...
I don't know. The body in general, I guess. Let's keep it without gender. Let's just... What is your favorite part of the body?
I like butts.
I think eyes.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
What's funny is that like
Can you
most
not
of the
lie?
conversations I've had about the human body usually goes back to butts with her. So
Yeah.
Do you like-
that was an interesting person. Had a nice butt.
Yes, eyes are nice, too.
I like nice eyes.
God, I don't know. Yeah, eyes will do it. Lips, oddly enough, too. Like, if you've got weird lips, it's like, this is an odd conversation I'm having. I don't know what it is, it's weird. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Ooh, abs. I really like abs. Just adding that, too. Butts and abs. I sound so superficial next to you guys. You're just like, eyes. They're so nice. They're the window to our soul.
Well, I mean, like, I could just go the obvious route and just be like, Teddy, give me the boobs.
Supposed to be honest.
No, but I mean, like, that's, like, fun in the moment. and sure, it's an attractive feature, but it doesn't mean a whole lot.
But like, if we're talking attractive features for me, like legs, 100%.
Legs are good.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, like those calf muscles.
No.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's thighs.
No, you're wrong, Shelby.
Whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Least favorite anime characters or video game characters?
Fucking Lucy from Fairy Tail. Fuck her. She's the worst. I hate her. Period.
Okay, so Mark and I kind of did answer this question last week, but I kind of want to hear it from Shelby though.
Okay, so I just recently finished playing Horizon Zero Dawn, right? And like, I really don't like, what's his name? Silence. I can't explain why, because it's not like
Maybe
there was any
really
real
quiet.
I just don't trust him, and the things that he does, I'm like, you're up to no good, and I don't know.
He's basically, the way I understand the character is like, he's like the creepy advisor. Like if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, he's like the guy who's manipulating the King of Rohan.
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil anything too much if people like want to play it, but like I feel like he's just like he just stirs the pot. He like starts shit when he shouldn't.
What a pot stirrer.
Right?
Yeah.
You get it?
I don't remember my specific ones. I don't remember what I answered. I definitely did answer this question. 3 characters that we don't like. That was the question, I think.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to know that question, the answer, like the in-depth answer from Mark and I, just go check out last week's podcast for question of the week. And again, if any of your questions don't get answered, don't forget you guys can send us the email at legacyofmarkjon at gmail.com. And you can get your answers questioned. Get your questions answered next week at a question of the week, possibly.
Nice.
Would you rather have a house made of sprawling underground rooms and tunnels, or have a small flying house? Shit.
I would.
So would you ever rather have a mansion underground, or like a small studio apartment that flies around?
Small flying house. Let's go. That would be
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
I think I would do that too, because then you could fly it around and travel without having to pay for airfare.
What if it
without
just
having
stays
to, like,
in the sky
rent
though?
room.
What you would have to do though
Just,
is if you needed
down.
to make money and so on,
Mhm.
like you just get yourself a job that's like a stay-at-home job. You make sure you have like a wireless Wi-Fi situation that like you don't need to hook up to like an Ethernet cable or whatever.
Well, because it's a matter of like how high you're
Just
flying.
station yourself over a Starbucks and use their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you just like hover.
Oh
like,
yeah,
10
and then
feet.
cause a panic. That'd be great. What if you hovered so close to on top of the Starbucks that
You
it
could
just looks like there's a second floor?
That'd be pretty cool. I'd like
That'd
that.
be funny, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's something about like having a massive underground mansion that's just badass to me.
That's almost like doomsday kind of feeling.
Well,
Tunnels.
you'd be prepared for doomsday. B, you'd have all the space in the world. You could do whatever you want. You could have a dance room. You could have a video game room.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a library.
You got a flying house, John.
No, you're right.
Zombie apocalypse, fly over the Pacific Ocean. No one ever touch you ever.
Look, you're completely right. I completely agree with you. But out of the two, I think that the ground house, it just slightly ekes ahead of the flying house, because the flying house gets old for me quick. I think.
If you have an underground house, you wouldn't have to pay as much for AC, because when you're underground, it's cooler.
You just open your windows in your flying house because it's flying.
Yeah, but then it's cold all the time.
And you get bugs.
That's true.
Not that high.
Hey, I don't know.
Look,
They're monster bugs.
All I'm saying is I like small, like modernistic architecture, like something compact and functional. So like, that'd be pretty fucking cool. I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting question. They work.
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like if you have too much space, I would freak out, because I would start thinking like, what if like someone else got in? It would just freak me
Agoraphobia.
out.
Well, the point is that you don't know what you like. A lot of that stuff you can hide. You don't have to like, you know.
But still, it's like kind of like an irrational thing. It's
Sure,
you know,
sure.
It's almost
well, you could
creepy.
always make a security room, right? All right.
boring.
That's
Next
when you
question.
hire
What-
the mole people to defend your house.
Yes, thank you.
the subterranean. What genre of music would you listen to if you had to listen to it for the rest of your life?
Oh.
Mm,
Mm.
I don't know. You go.
I'd probably say jazz. Just because, like, jazz can vary every time you play one song. Right? There's so many different arrangements of the same song, so many unique variations of the same song, and each soloist has their own unique style. So, like, one song, you could play it like 7, 8 times over. As long as the soloist is different, you're fine. Right?
Mm.
And that's like the genre that's been around much longer than like any modern day genre has been around. So like, you know, you've got a whole library that spans back 100 years to listen to, which I think is awesome.
True.
Mm.
I think my musical tastes waver too much for me to just pick one at the moment. Like
Yeah.
they have yet, like recently, my musical tastes have been changing like month to fucking month. So I don't really know. But I have recently started listening to jazz, so that's my first like inclination. But I
If you ever want any recommendations, trust me, I've got them in spades.
Spotify's got it, John.
Just saying, Spotify's not going to find you everything.
Well, if they have it on Spotify, then maybe. But I don't want to like.
No, like a lot of my stuff is like stuff that's like back alley,
But
like
chiptune isn't.
local artists.
Chiptune isn't a genre. Chiptune is a style. Because
Yeah.
chiptune can be any genre, technically. Like you could have fucking chiptune like
Yeah.
metal, but
Technically, chiptune is an instrument because it just changes the sound of a genre.
oh yeah, yeah.
Technically,
Mm.
but you know that's just
Yeah.
God. We are so far behind like the actual chat. It's just funny.
That's fine.
4 arms or
Wait,
4
I
legs.
didn't answer.
Oh, you don't get to.
Wow.
Sorry. Well, go ahead.
I don't know. I kind of am with Mark on like I listen to so many different things. I don't know if
Especially in the last
What?
2 years.
yeah, like it just varies and it's really dependent on my mood.
Mm,
But probably like, what would you say like Panic at the Disco is like
that's alternative pop.
alternative? Yeah, I would say like then alternatives then.
Yeah, that's alt rock or alternative.
Yeah, just because it's like high energy but not. Some of it sounds the same.
Well, you kind of have to
Yeah.
put it under the same umbrella as its old stuff, and that's like alternative rock. Like the stuff that they did now recently, it's like pop.
Well, like not just like that, but like in general.
Yeah.
Like that kind of vibe.
Mhm.
All right, now you can.
Mute Matt's a good
Continue.
fight. Anyway, 4 arms or 4 legs?
Forearms.
4 arms.
Forearms. You
Get it?
become a fucking
Forearm?
forearm sword demon. That'd be badass.
You like my forearm? Sorry. Like, just think of the possibilities. If you're like in a fight, just like everywhere, barrage of arms.
I could be
shit.
Gilgamesh.
Or
Oh,
you
that'd be
could like
fucking cool.
multitask. Like you could paint, you could be writing.
You're looking at practicalities. He just called himself a video game character.
What? Yeah, you could be a god.
Hare Krishna. Would you rather stub your toe or get a paper cut?
Stub my toe.
Yeah, probably the same.
Paper cuts linger.
I've stubbed my toe more times than paper cuts. So
Oh, I have like 4 paper cuts on my hands right now.
Really?
So-
From what?
I don't know.
What paper
I don't
have you
know.
touched in the last 3 days?
I don't know if they're actually paper cuts, but they like are the size of paper
I don't
cuts.
think they're paper cuts. Just because
I
they
just-
look like paper cuts doesn't make them paper cuts.
Just get cut randomly on my fingers.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, I wish I knew where they come from.
No, I'm
But I
saying
just
like,
put
do you have like issues? You wanna like talk it out?
No, it's not that
No.
kind of chat.
Would you rather have squirrels for hands or guinea pigs for feet?
Oh my gosh,
What?
just think if every step you took would be.
Oh, can they support your weight?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Because if they can support your weight, then then you'll be running and they'll run as you're running, so you'll get more fucking leverage.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute.
Wait, say that one more time. I'm looking at the next question.
If you have guinea pigs on your feet and they could support your weight, you're doing a full-on sprint. Those little guinea pigs are also sprinting. Your feet are moving as you're running to give you extra boost. That'd be fucking cool.
So wait, hold on. Because you're doing a normal sprint, since you're picking up your leg, are the little guinea pigs just having that much muscle to push off your entire body weight? So every time you jump, they're just like.
That would be fucking badass.
And it would squeak every time.
Oh, you never have to buy shoes ever again either.
You just have to have.
Yeah, but
just wash
you couldn't take a shower because you'd drown your guinea pigs.
No, you just can't have a shower that gets clogged.
True. Yeah.
Valid. Very valid.
Wouldn't the guinea pigs just make you trip? Well, if they're working with you, then no.
I guess. I don't know. I think the guinea pig one would be funny though.
Mm-hmm.
Most illegal thing you've downloaded. And 10 Stripe, no, we haven't gotten any embarrassing story questions yet. So.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Not today. We definitely have in the past, but not today.
Okay.
Previously on MarkJon, our dick size.
What?
They asked us that on the last podcast.
All right.
Should I go first?
No, we're not. No, I'm not. We're not answering. I'm just saying.
No, I mean the most illegal thing.
Oh yeah, please go ahead. It's your internet confession.
I did crack a Japanese hentai game once, so that was interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, that's okay though. It was a good game. Still have it on my Google Drive if anyone is interested.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see this now.
Surprisingly good Metroidvania. Surprisingly good.
It's a Metroidvania
It's
hentai?
a Metroidvania hentai.
What does that mean?
Okay, so you know, like a 2D side scroller.
No.
Okay, you know Shovel Knight.
Yes.
Shovel Knight's a Metroidvania.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
It's not a Metroidvania.
It has the mechanics and platforming and combat of Shovel Knight, but with different exploration elements.
Yeah.
Where you get abilities that let you traverse the area more efficiently.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Can I have it, Mark? I don't know if it can run on Mac, Vijata, but maybe.
Okay.
I'll stream it for you guys.
But have you? Don't stream it.
I'm not gonna
that
stream
will be
it.
taken down immediately. Most illegal thing you've downloaded.
I mean, I don't really download things, so probably just movies. I'm not that.
Oh yeah, that.
You gotta
Yeah.
That's a big one,
stream
Shelby.
those.
I did
Stream.
LimeWire in middle school. That
Oh, I remember
maybe
LimeWire.
but everyone did that.
Yeah, but you'd have weird song names and shit. It was weird.
Yeah,
I never did
I don't
that
know.
one. But I would see my friends' iPods and just be like, "What do any of these mean?"
I don't know.
All right. Most illegal thing I've downloaded is music. Not through LimeWire, but through other means.
Memes.
When I hear something I like, I just immediately find a way to download it from that site, which is
See, usually
illegal. Certain sites.
I actually don't really download any illegal music or movies. I do watch them on streaming services sometimes, but I don't download illegal things. I actually don't own a torrenting software on my computer, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, Kiss Anime is technically illegal.
I don't use Kiss Anime.
I've watched movies on sites that aren't the most legit. Not so much downloaded, but I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
I think my roommate just made food.
It's not the same thing.
Hungry?
A little bit. Darth Panda, are you able to call in? Maybe.
Probably not.
Oh, from earlier, Shelby, do you need help if something's happening but you can't say it? Smile and scream help. That wasn't screaming help, so she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Instructions unclear.
Let's see. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we got nothing else.
Embarrassing story time.
Wow.
They're calling the FBI on us, so we gotta
That's
shut
okay.
it down. We're done.
Shut it
They
down.
can't trace me. They can't trace me.
I keep
Actually,
thinking that.
I actually have a cousin who you've met his mom,
But
Wait.
not him?
but not him.
Okay.
We went to go visit. I don't want to say the name, but we went to go to my aunt's house.
Jeffrey.
Okay.
She's getting married soon.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So her son
Yeah.
has like his whole setup where he got like a $200 3D printer, and there's like a $500 or like a $1,000 program that comes along with it, but there's like a 10-day free trial. So he has his computer perpetually set like sending the login information after the trial has ended to his own server. So it's receiving that he's getting the server is okay. So like he got into the coding and he like made it so that it would perpetually give him the service.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's ridiculously resourceful when it comes to like electronics and so on.
He's winning at life.
It's really cool though. Like the actual 3D printer is a clean 3D printer. The one that like my old roommate had was nowhere near as good as what he
Well,
had.
that was like a DIY 3D printer.
Yeah, well, but like
And even that, it still ran pretty well considering the
True.
fact that he like did it himself almost.
that is true. He was following a blueprint, but like this guy has like a perpetually like a system that essentially anytime something needs a subscription, he can send it to his own server so that it gives the okay and sends it back. It's just really funny. That's illegal as fuck. It's really funny though because it works well.
That's badass.
Like the program has no lag or anything.
Okay, embarrassing stories time.
I mean, we're you guys gotta ask us like more specifically. I mean, we've got our fair share.
I'm trying to think of any if I have. Oh, wait. I don't know if I told this one on the podcast. There was this one time in middle school. I had tried out for the basketball team, and I did not get in because I was bad and lame as a child. So, in my history class, we had this thing where essentially you get like a piece of paper and then you throw it across the room after you answer a question, and it gives you however many points if you make the basket. We called it history hoops. It's great. You can go for the 2-pointer or the 3-pointer. Is a difference of like maybe 3 or 4 feet, so it does make a difference. And so our teacher, I got one right, and I went in for the 3-pointer. And then my teacher in front of the whole class was like, "Wow, good job, Mark. You should have tried out for the basketball team." And I turned to her and I'm like, "I did." And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then the whole class started laughing. And then she gave me like 5 extra points. So it all works out in the end.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
That's oh god, I couldn't imagine.
Dang, this podcast is
Oh,
an
I told you guys that
embarrassing
one
story.
before? Shit.
Yeah, you had mentioned it, but it's still like a good story.
Oh, that one hurts.
I don't know if it was a dream or if it really happened, but one time my family was still together at that point. Look, I don't know what it was, but I think my parents were having some black couple over, friends of theirs, and I was like taking a bath or something in the other room, and like I had gotten soap in my eyes, so I wanted to like get help from my parents. I was like 7 or something, so I'm calling mom, and I can't see, so all I hear is a door open and a hand come down, and I'm just like, oh, it's a hand. Again, don't know if this is a dream or this actually happened because I was like 5 or 6 at the time. I think I was like at least partially, if not mostly, like naked. Just walked out into this room with my parents, and like all these guests, and I'm just holding the finger of the black woman who came into the house, like who was with the like one of the guests, and I just like I finally like opened my eyes, saw where I was, and I was like, oh no, and it just immediately like ran to my room. I still remember how old I was at the time. Must have been like 4, maybe 3.
Oh man.
I can't remember. I cannot remember.
Oh, I have another one actually that I remember.
Like this just might be like weird memory or something. I'll have to ask my parents about it, see if they remember this or not.
You have an odd memory.
I do, because I don't. For some reason, that memory sticks out of my time in that house.
And there's like some things your parents will tell you, and you're like, I don't even remember that happening, and they're like, it happened, and then you'll say something, and they're like, what?
That happens with my parents too, actually. It's really
So
weird.
it's like, it's odd. Yeah.
Well, it's just like point of perspective kind of stuff. No, I didn't get molested. Jada, thank you for
the finger. On that
fuck
day.
off.
That's where I thought this was going, and I was so worried. I was like,
no.
Shelby,
No,
do
like,
you have?
I feel like at this point you would have known if I had actually like.
I was like, oh, got deeper. than we
Shelby,
thought
do you
it
have a
would.
story, or do you want me to tell you?
Oh,
Why did you phrase it that way?
oh God. Oh man.
God damn it. So proud of you.
I'm not.
You shouldn't be.
Can that be my embarrassing story?
It is now. Can I say your embarrassing story?
What's my embarrassing story?
Your smart dumb person story that I use.
I mean,
It works.
I have another embarrassing
Okay,
story.
then say it. Say that one.
So, I volunteer at a hospital, and I was on the mother-baby floor, so it's like postpartum that just had their kid. And I'm in there taking this woman's vitals, and I go to put the blood pressure cuff on, and it doesn't fit. Or, no, she has a really small arm, and it's like way too big. And I forget exactly what I said, but I was basically like, oh, like, why did they give you this one? Like, you don't really need it, or something like that. And I said it in just the way where it was like, almost like I had called her fat, but not really, like saying she didn't need that size. And the dad who was like in the room was like, oh honey, like I think she's calling you fat. And I was like, and I realized like, I forget, I wish I remember what I had said exactly, but I was just like, oh no. And I walked out just like I didn't even say anything to try and make up for it or try and explain myself. I was just like, oh God, I was like, just get out of there. And it was just bad. I was just like, don't go back there. Because I had just called a woman who had given birth fat. Like, unknowingly.
I know, let her recover first.
I know, I was like, I'm a horrible person. But yeah.
I guess that counts.
I don't know if I told this in chat, but I was like in grade 1, I went to the toilet, and just before the school bell was gonna ring, I forgot to lock the door. The bell rang, and the door also simultaneously started opening from a draft, and all the school kids left their classes and saw me sitting on the toilet and laughed at me.
Oh God, that's embarrassing.
I actually have 2 stories from my like elementary school that are.
That's like a deep fear.
Before we go into another question, oh Tiger, so that's why.
Wait, what?
that response. Lynn, vicious.
Wow.
Real quick, we'll answer this one question. Guys, don't forget to send us questions. It's an Ask Us Anything, man. If you had kids, would you rather regurgitate food to feed them or lick your children to bathe them? Oh, God.
So
That's-
you're either a bird or a cat.
That's actually just horrifying either way.
Well, I think in our culture it's horrifying, but like if
I
we were just
guess-
another...
I guess regurgitate food.
Yeah, because technically we're not the ones taking in that
Like
food.
lose weight. I guess.
Yeah. I don't want to lick a
What do you mean
kid.
lose
They're
weight?
like,
We just chew their food for them. That's
they're
all it is.
sticky. They got boogers everywhere. Who knows if they like have rampant diarrhea? Like you don't want to lick that.
Yeah, true. That is also that's really gross. And what age do you stop licking them? Because that's like either way, that's just fucking
That's
weird.
a really good point.
When they're 18, that's when you
Ew.
stop.
Oh no! Stop it.
You just lick them all throughout their like puberty years. No, that's
Yeah.
when they
No,
stink.
that's
Also, they
disgusting.
got acne. Just get to lick all on that.
Please.
Then you
No.
get more
This
acne.
is
Like, you don't need
actually
to be-
disgusting.
Acts with your kids. That's like borderline abuse.
But wouldn't regurgitating food like ruin the esophagus? Cause yeah, it would. You're right. Regurgitate means.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta take the bullet for your kids.
I'd rather do that than lick them.
Exactly.
You probably get way more diseases the other way. That's all I'm saying. Freaking gross.
God, I could.
Can I tell you my very embarrassing stories now?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Okay, so I have one. This one time, and this one was like not really my fault, but basically, it's very similar to Ijada's story. Is because there was a bathroom at my school, and I guess they didn't fucking think that anyone was gonna come in there or something. I just opened the door because I opened the door, and my teacher was fucking using the bathroom right in front. It was a unisex bathroom, so it's this tiny little fucking stall, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry," and they shoo me out of there. I was like, "Okay, that was fucking weird." And after that point, they taught us a lesson on knocking before you try and open the door. That one wasn't my fault, to be honest, but it was still super weird.
Yeah.
The one that was actually my fault, probably, even though nobody taught me any better, for some reason, we were reading all of the countries in Africa in my class.
Oh no. I know where this is going.
You know exactly where this is going. And obviously mine landed on Niger. And as a child, nobody had taught me what the other thing meant. They told me how to pronounce the other way properly, but I thought it would be funny because everyone else was being funny and mispronouncing their names. And so I mispronounced the name Niger. And the teacher was everyone in the class. It was like letting loose the floodgates. Everyone flipped the fuck out. And I was like, what did I do? I'm so sorry. So that was fun. Also, the only black girl in the class just started crying. Crying. But then again, she also cried 3 or 4 times a day for just no reason. But still a bad story. My bad.
Jeez.
Yikes.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I, on a regular basis, will call Shelby the smartest dumb person I know. Because she's incredibly smart.
It's accurate.
It is accurate. She's incredibly smart, but she just has many dumb moments. Particularly when she's hanging out with me for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe I just bring the IQ level down a bit, but whatever.
I just get so hyper. I don't
what it is.
think completely.
Yeah, maybe. But we're sitting there watching Star Wars now. For any of you guys who haven't watched Star Wars, do it.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, but do it.
Or don't.
We watched Episode 7 together, which was the last Star Wars that we needed you to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Shelby... Oh, Lynn. That's cute, actually. No, so we're watching the last Star Wars, and we got to the part where you find out that... Spoiler... Kylo Ren's dad is Han Solo. So Shelby turns to me and just purely in all seriousness says, well, how can Kylo Ren have 2 dads? Luke and Han Solo can't both be the dad. Why would he have the Force if Han Solo was the only dad? Why is it... I just sat there staring at her for easily
Yeah, because they're
was
like,
a
the
minute.
Force runs strong in this family. And I was like, that's Luke.
So I'm just sitting there staring at her like...
First of all, it's
Extra brain.
2017, and there's nothing wrong with having 2 dads, okay, Shelby?
But that's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
That
right.
was the
But I
whole
was
point,
like,
yeah.
how could they birth him? They're 2 men. I was like,
They
I'm
adopted, and then
confused.
he inherited. It's something you just pick up from your parents.
Bit of
you know?
chlorine.
Yeah,
obviously.
they just got shot into him. I don't know. And then I was like, wait, Leia. I was like,
Well, I had to like really just outline that for you. I'm sitting there for a minute just staring at her like, you can't be this dumb. You can't be. Like, you've obviously outsmarted me before. Again, smartest dumb person I know. You've outsmarted me before.
yeah.
How are you not getting this?
It was just one of those moments
I know. It happens.
where you're like watching it and it hadn't really sunk in yet, and you're just like, wait, what?
And we just had like a 2-minute laugh about it, just because it really was dumb.
I was just like, oh. And I was like, never speak of this again.
And now it's my go-to story.
Yeah, so I was like, cool.
So we're not letting you get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, now you know.
Yeah.
And now you're excited for this winter when it comes back, when the new one comes out.
Yeah, because I'm finally caught up. It's relevant to me now.
She hadn't watched any Star Wars up to 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So
well,
I had to like get you to watch them.
Yeah, it's not that I had never seen them. It was just I was so young when I had seen them. I didn't really remember what happened. Right? Like, I was like, whatever. It's just Star Wars. And then I watched it, and I was like, okay. I was like, this is pretty cool.
And you wanted to start with episode 1, and I told you so often, we're not doing that. Because it's such a terrible movie.
You act like I was, like,
You were adamant on it.
fighting with you. No. Because I didn't understand, like, the order.
Oh, yeah.
That it was weird. But now I do.
Yeah, now you get it.
So anyways, other questions?
Yes, please send us. Is Vader the trans?
Yes.
It's a very different movie if you see Luke as like
Gender unknown.
a trans person. That would be interesting.
What were you saying though, Mark?
What?
Something about movies?
What?
Like it would be a very interesting movie if if Vader was trans.
No, if Luke was trans and he actually had Kylo Ren as a child or something.
If he was like if he was a hermaphrodite and like impregnated himself kind of thing.
Oh, that's
He's asexual.
I don't think that's what asexual is, is it?
no.
Yeah.
I think asexual means you're not attracted to like anyone. I thought.
Well, that's
asexual.
that's like the human term. But if you're like a plant and you're asexual, you can like.
What
do
if
yourself.
I am a plant?
Well, then you can impregnate yourself and
That's horrifying.
have a
Well,
lovely
you don't-
family
I don't
that
want
look
to do that.
exactly like you.
Hi,
Oh.
I'm Mark. I'm also Mark. Oh, this is also Mark Jr.
I'm Mark 2. 2.0.
Would
That's
you rather
horrible.
make out with Gollum or Dobby?
Oh,
Gollum's
what?
creepy. Dobby's like, he's weird, but he's like adorable. You're just like, oh, it's
Okay.
like a pity makeout.
Okay, if you have the One Ring, Gollum will do just about anything, though.
But it's like, do you
It's
wanna-
creepy. No, I'm
Do you
saying,
want
like,
him to?
No, you don't. But
No.
I want him to. I don't actually. That's disgusting. He's fucking gross.
I agree. Blake. He's been on the podcast once. He had a joke with Dobby, where it was like, "Master has offered Dobby a dick. Dobby will."
Ugh.
Oh,
It's such a terrible, terrible, terrible joke, but it gets me to laugh, and it's like, I shouldn't laugh. That's so terrible. It's so dark.
Dark humor.
It really is.
It's great, but then you're like, I'm a horrible
I am
person
a horrible.
for
Exactly.
laughing at this.
Exactly.
But then you're like, whatever.
I'm surprised that like the deep questions haven't been coming out. Like we haven't gotten one deep question yet, except for like deepest fear.
oh yeah. You can hit us with whatever.
Yeah, we've got the time for the next 48 minutes. We're answering just about anything.
I get it. Triggered.
Ha! Got you.
Oh. God.
Oh my god. That was great. I'm sorry.
I always forget that you have like this weird humor.
I love puns. I would rather be an Avenger.
What are your
First one.
Oh wait, so would you rather be an Avenger or an X-Men? Since you answered that one first.
Avengers? Because they're more fucking. They're stronger.
Avengers, because then the world wouldn't be racist to me for being mutant.
Can't use mutant.
That's what an X-Men is.
Fucking
That's in-
muties.
I thought you were saying like, as it. Never mind.
No.
I was like, it's copyright.
No, well, that's in the universes, but Avengers and X-Men, if that's the question, I don't want to be discriminated against, so I'm going to go ahead and be an Avenger.
Okay, I mean, they still get shit, but like.
Well, they get shit for different reasons. Hey, why didn't you save this part of the world?
You saved us, but also destroyed us. Who do you think you are?
I am.
Who do you think you are? I am. What? Would you rather? Oh, sorry. What is your least favorite part of yourself?
I don't know. Do you want to go first, Mark? Or are you thinking?
I don't like when I can occasionally get a little vigilante justice on some people. I mean, to be fair, you have to push me like pretty hard to make me actually hate a person.
By the way, I have seen this firsthand. So.
Yes, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like that about myself. But I also don't like being walked all over, I guess. And that's...
It's a defense mechanism. Yeah.
It's like a final defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Like, all other things have been exhausted. This is my last ditch effort to fucking basically teach someone a lesson. Basically.
Yeah. That said, it unlocks, like, your weird hidden potential.
It kind of does.
It's not a good thing, but you're definitely just like... oh, you've wronged me. Crack. Let's do this.
Yeah,
and like
it's
all
weird.
of a sudden, you just start doing shit that like I would not have ever thought of doing. You just start taking alleyways, and I'm just like, how?
I mean, it's weird because I think only you and like Steph basically have actually seen me do that. Like I've only done that like twice in my entire life, and
Yeah.
the other time I basically didn't have any friends. But so yeah, that was interesting.
Okay. What about you?
Least favorite part about myself? Probably.
My butt. I want it to be big.
No.
No.
It's great. But probably just how like I get into like very introverted moods. Like I don't want to go and see or talk to people. I just want to like veg out in my room.
Oh, my life.
But I feel
No, I've actually seen this firsthand. It's to the point where like, do you mind if I?
I'll go for it.
Where she will love going out. Always talks to me, says, we need to go dancing. We need to go do this. Would love to go do this. Go to take her to a concert. She loves it.
Mm-hmm.
But every once in a while, like I say, like, hey, why don't we go see this person? And it'll just be like,
Pulling teeth.
yeah, it really is like pulling teeth. Like I hate human interaction. I don't want to do it. Get her out there. She has a blast. But like,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, because I wish I like stayed in touch with more of my friends from like high school, and even like now, I wish I was like I just talk to people more, but I just get into those moods where I'm like, I don't want to talk to people, and then it like comes back to bite me later. Cause
Shelby,
I'm like,
come join our Discord. You can hang out with
Yeah,
all my
we're
friends.
I'm
Trust
serious,
me,
like,
online interaction's a lot easier when you're not feeling very social. I can assure you of
those
that.
things like that.
oh, that's cute.
See, Red Sage has the best timing. He posted a dog picture, and that was the one thing that I needed to get
I
Shelby to
love
convince.
those dogs. I really want to
Shiba,
get
right?
one. Yeah,
Sorry,
they're so
just-
derpy.
I just showed her the Discord.
They're their own meme.
Join the Discord, yeah. Should do it.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
You don't need
It's
to
a
like have
double-edged
notifications on. I turn them off, but like I look at it every once in
Yeah.
a while.
Just hang out whenever
What
you
about
feel
you?
like it.
Your turn.
Yeah, exactly. Probably one of two things. I can be stubborn, although I feel like I've been very good about it in the past recently. Like Mark has probably seen the most of that, where I seem stubborn and then all of a sudden I'm not.
Yeah.
I come off as stubborn is the issue. So I don't like that I come off as stubborn and cocky all the time, because it kind of pushes people away, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Of course, that plays into my deep fear, being alone. It's counterintuitive when your own personality pushes people away. But, you know, the real friends, you know, Mark, Shelby, you guys know who I really am, and that's, you know, that's kind of what's most important. And you can probably attest to this most because you probably know me on a much better personal basis than Mark does. Like how
I'm probably just in like a different way.
yeah, I don't know. Like I just don't like that I come off that way to people sometimes. And honestly, I have you to thank mostly for that, like being better about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'd have like our disagreements, obviously, but like those disagreements, over time, I got like better at like approaching them, and just over time, I got better.
Yeah.
I stopped being an asshole a little bit.
Maybe. I think it's just more of like.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe you're still kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I think like you just have more patience than you're stubborn.
Maybe.
So it's more of like a trade-off, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like that I come off as stubborn to people because I like people knowing the real me. And you guys know I'm a decent dude. I just come off as cocky.
Okay.
Who is your celebrity? Oh, wait, hold on.
You skipped men.
Lots of questions came out since.
What do you think your purpose is? Would be the next one. I can answer that if you guys want.
Go for it.
I think there is no purpose, and asking that is a silly question, but that's okay because those of us who can find inspiration and purpose in an inherently meaningless world with nothing in it, that's pretty cool, and I appreciate that. So go. Your goal and your purpose should be to figure out a self-contained purpose. Find inspiration in the void.
There you go. What about you?
I don't know. I'm still trying
To dance.
Yeah, jazzy. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I'm still figuring it out. I want to be a nurse, but I feel like it's cheesy to be like, help people. Because there's like, I feel like everyone wants to help people. Well, like most people do. I don't, my thing is I just like to see how things are done and why and how to fix it. So I guess my purpose is to fix things. Like broken arms.
Yeah.
Your turn.
What is my purpose in life? Honestly, I don't have a purpose, but the drive that I have is just family in the future. You guys have heard this shtick before, but I want to make sure I can be able to provide. So my purpose is to be able to be comfortable so that I may provide for those who are closest to me. I want to be able to pay back all the debts that all the life debts I've accumulated to like both my family, and just everything. I want to leave this earth with a good conscience. That's basically it. So that's my purpose. Make sure I right all the wrongs that I've done. Make good with everybody, etc. All right. Make good for those who are close by me. Obviously, Mark, you've experienced that. Well, Mark and everybody really who I've ever talked to. Anytime there's something that I don't like that happened, it's like I try to fix it immediately. You two can like definitely attest to that. I always try and fix it as quick as humanly possible.
I know, sometimes it feels too quick and it's like a whiplash. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Like if I say something incredibly rude, I immediately go to like, I'm just kidding, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
Like,
but like if you're on like the receiving end and you're like trying to be mad, but then you say it so fast and you're like, but I still have all this like steam, like I gotta let it out. But you've already like said like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, and you're like, I shouldn't be mad, but like,
God damn it,
I have all this rage.
Still just
like nowhere to go, and you're like, okay,
something in a cage.
It's fine. What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a man in a cage. Something in a cage? I don't know. Whatever.
No idea. Is life an illusion or nah?
Nah.
Who cares? Honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, regardless of whether or not it's like an illusion or like it's a fucking matrix developed by some amazing overlords. Fuck me. I want to see their server farm. Jesus Christ. That's impressive. But like, who cares? Doesn't matter.
I got you. Do you think that you are the best outcome of your parents' genes?
No.
No.
Yes.
There's like
You really are,
70
Oh my God.
there's like 70 trillion possible combinations. If I were the best possible combination of all of those things, there'd be nothing wrong with me. And that's not true. It's not true. Nobody's perfect.
If I were the best combination, I'd be built like my uncle, who's a fucking tank.
But he's not your parent.
I know, but he's still family. So technically the gene runs in me.
But that wasn't the question.
No. What I'm saying is like, technically the parents' genes include all family. So if I were
Yeah.
built like my uncle, because like on my mom's side of the family, all the guys are built like tanks. On my dad's side, they're not tanks, but they're not like useless either.
Mm-hmm.
They're like in between. They're like a normal human.
Yeah.
But I got like normal human, and then like the bad stuff genetically from my mom's side, like the stuff that like makes me a little weaker.
Like
So, like-
you only got the tank treads, but not the gun.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could build the muscle myself, but I didn't come out. God, this is gonna sound terrible. I didn't come out the pussy with muscle, you know.
You fucking land on the hospital floor like, let's go!
Like I just, like the anime thing where they're like flying at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, but they still land on both their legs and they're like screeching on the ground. Like that's how like I just pound out like that, and I'm just like.
Just imagining the doctor be like, "Whoa, this is a swole baby."
He spanks the baby, and I just punches right back, and the doctor flies to him. But like I'm a good combination, but I don't think I'm the best outcome of my parents' genes. No.
See,
I got
if I had
lucky, but not
dad's
that good.
eyes, I'd be so happy. Because his
He's got
eyes
bright
change.
blue.
They change color.
Oh, he's got that situation.
Mhm.
I actually have that.
So it like varies depending on like what he wears. They'll
Mhm.
either be like really blue or kind of like a
Hazel.
blue gray or a green hazel. Oh, they're so pretty.
So somewhere between blue and hazel.
I think
Yeah.
that's just like a trick of the lights, though.
No.
Uh,
It's not. If you
and
take a
then-
picture of it, like you can actually like see a difference.
My brother's eyes will, or they at least used to do this when he was younger. They would get like bright, like Hulk green when he was hungry, and then after he would eat, it would change, and they were like mood colored eyes.
Well, it's probably like chemical stuff, so it's just like the body was like, we
Maybe.
desire food.
I don't know. It's
His
just how it
eyes
went.
glowed green, like
Right? We're like-
radioactive waste.
Like
he
feed
punched
him,
through a
not
wall.
to be great. Yeah, talk about hangry. It
Right?
just- yeah.
You
When
wouldn't
you-
like me when I'm hangry.
We had to make sure to give him food because when he went to the fridge, he would rip the door off every time. It was crazy.
Right. We got tired of buying fridges, so
Exactly.
we fixed the problem.
Okay, so next one is where or how do you see yourself dying?
Ooh.
I'd like to skydive and splat.
Mm.
Is that how you
At
see
the
yourself
age of-
dying realistically, though?
At the age of 95, I want to be like, if I'm bedridden, that's the way I want to go. I want you to get me in a plane, allow me full access to my own parachute, and I'm not going to pull that parachute. Splat.
Realistically, I see two ways of myself dying. Either I die from an unhealthy diet, which is totally valid. That could definitely happen.
That'll happen.
Or somebody will like try to mug me and they'll like pull a gun on me or something, and then I like won't like react to it, and then they'll just shoot me. It's like a 50-50 gamble. If I don't, I plan on like I have many like outcomes in my head where I'm like, regardless of what the situation is, I'm not giving them any money. I don't care. If they shoot me, they're gonna get caught. Good luck with that, fucker. Have fun with that, nerd. You shoot a gun on the middle of the road. Good luck, nerd. Okay, but that's how I might die. I could see that happening.
I can see that. I'd probably put myself in the same spot because Shelby, you haven't experienced this as much, but like in the past, I don't back down from a challenge from an asshole. You haven't seen this because I've been very good about it so far, but back when I was in high school, I was dating someone else at the time. We went on a walk, and this guy just started talking shit on me, and I just stared him down and was full ready to walk over there and kick his ass. It like after like 30 seconds or a minute of like convincing and arm pulling did I not do it. But like I have the personality where it's like, you insult me, I will absolutely stand up for myself. And that was one of the problems that I had. I stopped playing jazz recently because the little asshole who started playing lead trumpet, which is the guy who was better than me, he was an asshole, plain and simple. And it got to the point where if I was there for one more day, I would have actually punched him in the face and started wailing on him. He was that big of an asshole.
It's aggressive.
He was just a cocky little freshman who was just like, who the fuck do you think you are? You think you're the best, but you're not. I am better than you. He was one of those guys. And for like 3 different rehearsals, he was just pulling this shit fucking stop. And I was just done. I could not handle it. Like, I had to stop myself. I had to literally leave the band to stop myself from doing anything aggressive to this kid.
You should have done it.
I
would have been happy.
90% of me wanted to do it. The other 10% of me, which is the logical side, says there's no point.
Or just
You
like
get arrested.
sabotage. But like a mouse in his lunch.
No, put an explosive in his trumpet. He plays the
Oh, yeah,
high
that'll
note at
show
the falsetto, and then he blows up. That'll
You know,
show
that was a
him.
plot line in a movie, right?
Yeah, that's what I said it. Because I made
Eagle
that
Eye.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I made that movie.
Okay, so that's how we see ourselves dying.
You forgot me again.
Oh, who cares, dude? I really. So go ahead and say.
That's
it.
okay.
Sorry,
No.
I'm so used to Mark and I doing this that it's just.
Yeah,
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
know. I'm just like chopped liver over here, huh?
Yeah,
Chop
2.5
suey.
years ain't shit.
Same.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't really have anything for the question.
How do you want to die, dude?
I don't know. Like, ideally, I would just like die in my sleep.
Peacefully in your sleep.
Yeah, because I love sleeping. So if that's how I'm gonna go,
I would love to like somebody to answer the question of how do you want to die? How do you want to die? I want to die unpeacefully in my sleep. What? Just in the middle of sleeping, just goes.
right?
What if during your dreams you're playing out a different scenario where you are actually dying?
Oh God.
Is that like a Freddy Krueger kind of
No,
situation?
but I could see that being
That'd be even
like,
worse.
the plot
Right?
line for a movie. I could totally see that. Like someone's like, you know, they're like, oh, I want to die peacefully in my sleep, and then you fall asleep, and then their whole goal is that the story plays out in their head, and they're trying to wake up so they don't die in their sleep.
Oh, that'd be cool. Kind of like an Inception situation.
Yeah.
Almost.
Mm.
Okay, so next question: who is your celebrity free pass?
What does that mean? Does that mean
Like,
like
who would you do with which celebrity would you absolutely be like, I don't care if I'm in a relationship, this is the person I will have sexual encounters with
Yeah, where it's like, if the moment ever arises, you're free to take it.
on the very off chance?
don't have one?
Dude, I was gonna say Ryan Reynolds.
So I started pulling up the person that I would do, that I would choose. It just so happened that Shelby and I just picked the husband-wife duo of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Anyways,
I picked Ryan Reynolds, obviously.
obviously.
What about you, man?
Me? I don't have one. There's no celebrity that like makes me attracted enough. that I
Margaret
would-
Thatcher.
Oh yeah,
I was
I
gonna
like
say
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa, but like, you know, I don't. No,
She's got the healing hands.
Oh God, please stop. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care enough about celebrities, nor do I find any of them attractive enough to say that that's the case.
I guess Lynn is your celebrity free pass, right?
I mean, she can say that, but that's not true.
Oh shit, sick burn. Where do you... Ten Stripe, do you want us to do this interview style?
I think it was becoming a joke towards the end.
I'm guessing so. So, do we want to, like, let's just answer that first one. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I don't know, probably like
Face
owning-
down, dead in a ditch.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
buried
What did
in
you think I was gonna
hookers.
say?
Well, like face down.
Oh, got
Add
it.
on to that.
Got
It's
it,
like,
got it.
Face
Okay.
down in some fat puss.
Swimming in pink, 24/8.
Oh, I love the song.
25
Face
8,
down,
dude.
ass up.
Where?
Where it's like face down, ass up. You're gay in 5 years. It's been decided.
It is official.
Yeah.
5
Sorry.
years.
Face
I-
down in dank shit.
Maybe
Dick
dank
push.
pussy.
Dank books, maybe.
Who knows? Anyway.
What do you think your next biggest failure and accomplishment will be? Ooh. Well, my next big accomplishment is going to be graduating.
My next
My
big
next big failure
accomplishment
is
is
gonna
going to
be
be
not
taking
graduating.
over the world.
My biggest failure. Graduation.
Graduation.
Oh, how could I do this to myself?
I may have graduated, but I'm mentally scarred for life.
Those loans will kill you.
I don't know. I don't know what the next big failure is going to be. That's kind of like life's decision. Life's going to fucking blindside you, and that's the next big failure. It's like, there you go. Have at it.
You know what? From this moment on, I swear, I will never fail again. Ever.
Ah, so that's your biggest failure.
Bring it on, life. Bring it on.
And now the legacy of MarkJon has officially been disbanded. That looks like a failure. Mark, you've lost.
Not a failure if you make the most of it. I could
Shit, he has a point.
get wrecked on. Son?
Right? Mistake or happy accident.
That's what my parents called me.
Oh, no, really though.
By the
Mistake
way,
or
John,
happy
my
accident?
purpose is to dance and step back, mister. It's a great purpose. We are like really far behind in the chat for these questions, by the way. So if you if you guys have any questions that we didn't answer that you wanted to hear answered, send us your questions to their email.
Yeah. Well, we did the celebrity question one.
What?
Where I was reading.
Oh yeah, I
the
know.
thing.
But this is like early on in the chat. I'm saying.
Wait, just scroll.
All right, let's see here.
They're just comments.
Yeah, I know. Oh wow, no more questions.
Yeah, see, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, there's one. How much do you guys love me and Tiger? Says Lynn. Like 120%. You guys are the most amazing people on earth.
You guys are great. I have to admit, you guys are here for almost every podcast, any stream we do. Discord, you guys are just
The
nice,
best.
awesome. I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome.
Right? Great participation.
You guys get
A
points.
You totally
guys
know
get-
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You guys get participation dollars redeemable on my Discord for various things. You get $10 is a changing your name color.
If you get $1 million, he will send you a dick pic. I
No,
promise.
yeah, no nudes. I was
For-
gonna say
for
that.
dick
Yeah.
pic?
Oh,
Yeah,
honestly, a million's too high. Like $20. $20. Yeah.
Million?
$20?
Yeah.
20 cents.
We'll just never let them get above 20.
Sorry, this is the MarkJon tax. We take back $1 every time you're at 19.
Oh shit. That's so funny. Wait, so nobody has any money for right now? Is that like what it is?
No, they both now have one Discord
Oh.
dollar.
One
guys have-
redeemable
You guys have
dollar.
plus one DD dollar. There you guys go. Congratulations.
You
I
did.
should actually make like a thing for this in my Discord. That'd be stupid as fuck, but I should do it. I kind of want to do it.
Could be. That'd be interesting. That's silly. All right, what else you guys got for us? You only have 20 more minutes. Only 20 more
Dun,
minutes.
dun, dun.
If they can't think of
Exactly.
anything else, we can always end a little early. That's fine.
True.
What?
Who does that?
Impossible.
Who does that? We need to play snipper clips, Mark. I need to get you to play 4-player snipper clips. We need to get 4 people for 4-player snipper clips.
Okay, but sometimes snipper clips just makes you want to scream.
Oh, I like this question. Would you rather master every programming language or master every spoken language? Absolutely every programming language. I'd be the richest motherfucker of all time. Do you know how many games I would make if I 100%. Knew how to make do every programming language? Oh, that'd be the best.
I completely agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
You could go into.
I mean, like, do you want to learn how to speak like?
Yes. Every spoken language. I think that would be cool, and even the unspoken languages like sign language.
This is a modern day era, Shelby. You're picking the dying fucking stocks here, all right? What? In 20 years, people aren't even going to talk anymore. We're all just going to program to each other.
That said, you would be one of the most valuable people in the world, though.
I would be, like, overqualified. They would have to make me the CEO of wherever I worked.
No.
You don't get it.
But
I would never need a translator.
If they say
you'd be a universal translator.
That's right? All you'd basically be, yeah. You go on Ellen DeGeneres, and then they'd be like, we have this South African state minister, and then you'd be like, I can translate. And they'd be like, yeah, we fucking know. Just go do it.
You're like, yeah, like, what up? But would you be able to read every language?
No, that's what I was saying, is you could only speak them, but you couldn't write them down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm still like thinking about like what I would want to do as like a career-wise, and being able to speak languages more than write it down is more valuable.
Well, with your field, yeah.
Yeah, because like if you're trying to explain to someone like what's going on with them, you're not gonna write it down and be like, well, I can talk to you, but I can't spell it out for you. So it's like, yeah, that's just how it would go. I don't really have a desire to learn programming, so I guess that's why I choose the other one.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just not part of like anything you've studied. Like with me, programming is like a minor but like very crucial part of what I do.
Yeah,
but
it's just boring for me.
It can be, but it's like also fascinating if like you have, you know, if you get to build something based on coding all like alone, it's really fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching how it gets built and how it interacts with itself. It's kind of like a well integrated machine, and you're just watching all the gears and everything turn, and you're just like, but how does and you're just like following the train of like how does X and Y work, and you're just fascinated by it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more for like, you know, engineer types.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Well, that's why
social.
That's why I'm saying it's like not a priority.
Exactly.
Nerd. Gonna go read some books after this, Shelby. I bet, nerd.
Yeah. You jealous?
No.
You illiterate?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Drop that I-bomb.
There's like so much complicated shit though with programming. Like, just even like understanding the language wouldn't necessarily let you, like, because I can understand a language. Like, if I read a piece of code,
I can understand it. You'd master it.
Right, that's true. Yeah, but like, what I'm saying is like there's so many intricate things with programming where they'll have structures that you'll be like, what the fuck is this? Or like recursively complete an entire task with like 3 lines of code, and you're like, I don't even understand how this works, but I understand it now. But it's just really crazy the way that people can do things, and having a perfect mastery over programming would be like, you could go to Google and be like, hey, like, just let me apply, like, trust me, just trust me. There are people who are actually like theoretical algorithm makers where they theorize new ways to make things that are infinitesimally fast, like 4% faster. That's just what they just hire people to do that. It's insane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man. Like, it just, with me, it's just a matter of like understanding an equation and making a code for it. Like that's like the extent of what we do with mechanical. But with you, it's like everything. It's literally everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
So would you lose your preferred hand or your preferred foot?
Foot, because then I could get cool like cybernetic foot. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd say foot.
Yeah,
'Cause,
because
like,
hand requires a certain touch to certain things, you know.
I don't know.
That's
I
like a
use
blade
like
foot.
both hands for stuff.
What, the one
equally.
from Kingsman?
Or like the one from Kingsman, or I could be like a fucking Metal Gear Solid bad guy and have like a fucking blade foot. Like spin and do like a handstand and like cut people's heads off. Fuck, that'd be bad.
Like Sanji. Like,
Oh,
get on your
dude,
hands,
that would
start,
be
like,
sick.
spin around like that. Yeah.
But with a fucking sword on my foot. Oh shit, that'd
So-
be cool.
You know One Piece, right?
No.
You know
Well,
of
yes.
it. Sanji is their cook. He refuses to use his hands because like that's needed for like the artistry of cooking.
Hmm.
So he only uses his legs. So he'll like use handstands and just start like spinning himself around like as a tornado of kicks.
That's cool.
Yeah,
He's fucking awesome.
and like he's used his hands only like once or twice in a fight, but it's because the enemy was like a food-based enemy. And so therefore he can use like knives and stuff.
Oh man. Okay.
It's One Piece is meant to be kind of like, okay then, sure.
You know
Like-
what the most okay then sure anime in the whole world is JoJo's Bizarre Fucking Adventure.
I want to watch it.
It's John, you would love it. I'm telling you right now. It's like it's
Have
famous
you,
for a reason.
Have you ever heard of Bobo?
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
That
Yeah.
shit's just fucking weird. The
It
entire
is.
point of that is to be weird. There's
It's
no
just like,
storytelling there.
what? It's weird. It's like what you watch when you're high or something.
It's so much more fun to read it than it is to watch it.
Watching it, you're so confused.
Well, yeah, like in comic form, it makes so much more sense. It's weird. Like if next time we're in my hometown, I have like a bunch of Bobo stuff.
No, watch JoJo's instead. It's
Watch it.
better.
I don't want it.
Watch JoJo's It's better. Watch JoJo's instead. It's
Oh
on
no, we're not
Crunchyroll.
gonna watch. I wasn't gonna watch Bobo. Don't worry.
Good. Watch
Yeah,
fucking
no,
JoJo's
it's
Bizarre
just-
Adventure.
It's one of those things you cringe at when you remember. You're like, oh god. Anyway,
What's up, dude?
I'm doing well, thy slippery wings. Why did you cry though?
Thy slippery wings. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather
I'm crying.
always
I'm crying super hard. Not much. How are you?
would you rather always know when people are lying or always get away with lying?
Always get away with lying.
always know when people are lying.
I
See,
would always
like,
get away with it. I want it.
the thing
Paradox.
with always getting away with lying is like you could fucking edit reality.
You could. That's
You
the whole
could be
fucking
like,
point.
hey, your name isn't John. And then you'd be like, what? It's not? Like,
No, here's how this would work. There needs to be one of both. There needs to be one guy who can lie his way to anything, and there's one guy who knows everyone is lying.
I would
Right.
want to be the guy who always knows when people are lying because the person who always lies is definitely the bad guy in that scenario.
Right, but it'd just be funny because you're just watching the world around you changing, and you're just like, all of this is wrong. What is actually fucking happening?
Yeah.
What are you planning on doing with a lie? I was thinking it's like,
Well, you could just go.
did
up
you
to-
clean your room? Yes. Okay. Like,
Well, you could go. No, here's the thing. You could go in front of TV. First of all, you could tell them, "I'm going on TV," and that wouldn't be a lie. It would be a truth. Okay, he's going on TV now, right? You go on TV. You go in front of thousands of millions of people, and you can just be like, "I'm the governor of California," and they'll take it. And they'll take it.
That's-
right?
that's
people who
true,
didn't-
yeah.
People who didn't watch the TV, they still think the old governor is the governor. But all the people who watch the TV, you're now the governor. And all of a sudden, you've just started your own like 1,000,000-man army.
What if you just
I don't know if
fucking.
that's how it would work.
Like,
that
you
just
just-
seems like a stretch.
They just believe you. That's the whole point. They just believe you.
What if you
Sounds
like
like a
steal
perfect
somebody's wallet and then they're like, "Hey, you stole my wallet." Like, "No, sorry, this is mine." And then you're like, "Look, see, it's my ID," and it's like their fucking face, and they're like, "Oh, it is."
Yeah, exactly. Like, just because you're lying doesn't mean they believe it. Like, you could lie and they could be like, okay, whatever.
Get away with any. I
Right,
guess
like,
that's
it's-
the loophole. I
It's
wish
a weird.
no. Let's redefine that. Any lie you say is believed. I think that's like the more accurate version of that.
Because then, what does it mean to get away, with it, but like to
Yeah.
not have that actually not become true, but everyone believes that it's true?
Right, exactly.
That's like
I love
having
that
like
idea,
a
though.
50 in your charisma stat on D&D or something.
Have you guys
So-
ever watched the movie The Invention of Lying? This is literally the concept of the invention of lying.
Oh, no.
That movie is quite literally what we're talking about. This entire world of like everyone tells nothing but the truth, and this guy just discovers I'm gonna lie, and like he's the first one to ever do it. And like he goes to the bank, he's got like $10 in there. He's like, I'd like to withdraw $400. And then they're just like, you only have $10. No, I have 400 in, or I've got more than that in there. You're probably right. Here's $400. And like that's like the intro of the movie. Like that's like the first 30 minutes. Like that's the first lie he does, and he's just like, oh shit. Oh, what is this that I've done? And he just starts in like the whole thing.
Yeah, but then that's like taking away like being skeptic of things too.
Well, but
that's
then you
just
have
like
a whole
so like naively gullible.
Kilgrave. Then you have a Kilgrave
different.
situation.
That's like manipulation. That's control.
Well, but
that's
that's
not
his-
lying.
But that's his mental psyche, right? Like he thinks he's just always right. Because if people just believe him.
But that's a difference though. He thinks he's always right, but what he does isn't lie.
True, that's true. It's suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird question
You're right.
to like define.
Let's see. What else we got?
Well, we got like 10 minutes left.
How can tears be real if our eyes aren't real? True.
Who said the tears were real?
Ho, ho, ho. Now
Next
you're
question.
asking the real questions.
I don't know.
Win an
Win
Oscar
an
or a
Oscar
Nobel
or
Prize?
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, Nobel
Oscar.
Prize.
Who cares?
Oscar.
It seems cool.
I want to be famous for a year.
That mess.
That said, you could get into basically any movie if you get an Oscar.
That's true. Yeah. You just like carry around your Oscar like, look, I
What are-
won this.
What are your qualifications? Just like, bah,
Exactly.
this little dude.
Yeah, but with a Nobel Prize, you get $1 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
They give you $1 million towards your grants.
Okay, I
like towards
think
your like research and so on.
Oh, that's,
But you
So
can
you gotta
technically use it
do
for yourself.
stuff.
Actually, I'm not sure. Like, what do you get for winning?
it's like a gift bag. Congratulations.
Tote bag.
Yeah, you get a little bag and it has a like, I won a Nobel Prize sticker. Like,
Okay, a hefty. So, what a Nobel Prize is worth: international prestige, a hefty gold medal, and a check for close to $1 million. It's just a check. That's it.
that's,
You just get money.
that's badass. All right.
So it's
I
about
want
$970,000.
Oh, I want a Nobel Prize then.
Oh yeah, I changed my answer. I wouldn't have
Also,
to work.
you
I
like,
could retire and be like a housewife.
And then-
that's like
Well,
the
also,
goal.
what would you win it in? Like, let's say you're winning a Nobel Prize. Do you get to choose what you win the Nobel Prize for, and therefore, do you get the knowledge of that field?
and what do you win the Oscar for? Do you win it for best acting in a supporting cast role?
Forget that. Do you get it for best sound editing?
Well, like regardless of what you win it in, it's like you get one or the other. Like
That's true.
what you win it in is more like details.
Now I'm curious.
We don't need details.
What do you win? What do you get for winning an Oscar? Probably shit, but just curious.
A reality show.
Oh my god, the Huffington Post, 8
Oh.
reasons.
Wow.
8 reasons why you really want to win an Oscar?
Wow.
And I can't read it because it's a clickbait? Got it.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised at all. But yeah, I'd much rather have a Nobel Prize. Because if you say I want a Nobel Peace Prize, or a Nobel Prize, you're just like, shit. This guy knows his stuff in blank.
That's
I don't
true.
even know what it is. You know? Like, the slippery winks is correct. You get the respect.
You don't
You get
even
an
really
Oscar.
need to say what it's in. You can just be like, "Hey, I'm applying for this job." Also, just like side note, won a Nobel Prize. They'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, that's literally like a driving point for some universities. Like, we all go to, like, Riverside for school.
Yeah.
Their driving point was we have one or two, I think it's two Nobel Prize winners on our campus as professors. I went to UCLA for an interview, or not for an interview, for a tour, and they were like, we've got 4 Nobel Peace Prize recipients on our campus as professors, and it's like that's like every single tour that happens.
Well, it's not an easy thing to get either.
Of course
so
not.
when it happens, they're gonna brag about it.
Of course, but like that's like the whole point. Like Nobel Prize gets you far. Holy shit, does it get you far?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's like
And
DLC.
like with an Oscar, Sorry, we'll get to that in a second. With an Oscar, like they can judge you for your performance, and somebody could just be like, and not like the performance, and that's like opinionated. Nobel Prize means you've proven something on paper. You have substantial evidence that you have achieved something, right?
True.
What were you saying, DLC?
I was saying it's like you bought the microtransaction. It's like the Nobel Prize winner DLC, and then you just get like a fuckload of money, and then everyone is like, "Oh my god, you got the DLC! Welcome to our cool club!" Yeah.
You have succeeded. All right, why don't we get one more super good question, and then we'll call it a night. We'll get one more.
Slippery Winks, you should ask us a cool question. Oh, okay. In that movie, would you like to be the protagonist and win an Oscar for that?
It doesn't matter. If it's a good movie, I don't care what who the protagonist is, or if it's an antagonist, I don't care.
Okay, that's not super good, I think. Well, like, I mean, I guess being the protagonist would make it slightly better, but still, cucumber question mark?
Pickle Rick.
Pickles.
Yeah, pickles above cucumbers for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I
My
had
dad loves cucumbers though. I think it's Persian cucumber that he gets, or like some sort of like Middle Eastern cucumber.
Pickles. But
He
like
like-
the pickles
he
you get
likes
at
them-
Disneyland.
Cukes? He likes a couple of them cucumbers. What are your
What is your
philosophy
philosophy?
on life? Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Well, kind of.
I know yours is. Oh, you gotta you gotta explain what happened with the essay.
Oh, right. Okay. So like,
Backstory first, obviously. Go ahead.
our we had to do an essay last couple weeks for our class, and mine was like the inequalities of life or whatever, and like how that shapes life chances. And at the end of it, like, because all the fucking talking points were shit like, oh, you know, if you're blah, 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 then you are, like, probably this. And I'm like, oh, I fucking care. I don't care about politics. I think philosophy is much more interesting to me. So instead, at the end, I was like, fucking none of this matters. And those people who try to care about politics every single day, politics is only there to make the time between your birth and your death slightly more enjoyable, and those who overthink it are just wasting their time on this earth caring about something that doesn't really fucking matter. And this was to our professor, who's like really, really political too. So I went full existential mode on it, and he gave me like a pretty bad grade.
He gave you let's clarify here. He gave you the lowest grade possible.
Which is like still a B plus, but still it was like
Exactly.
I probably should have just answered his garbage questions like a normal person, but like it was boring.
Well, we have another essay due this week, so we'll do it then.
Yeah, I'll do the real essay. It's just so fucking stupid, dude. I don't like
It is.
it. Just wants us to regurgitate shit that's already in a book and people already wrote about. I don't see what us writing about it is gonna do. And by this point, we know how to fucking write. It's not even like, it's just saying like, hey, do you understand what we're saying? Like, yeah, like, got it. Asked us this a billion times in our lives. It's fucking dumb. Pisses me off.
He's very political, so it's not always easy to write for him either. Like he's got one opinion, and it's hard to kind of like cater to that. Yeah, I'm Shelby. Nice to meet you.
So does that make me John?
Yeah, you have to do the theme song now. Go.
La 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 la. MarkJon.
MarkJon.
And Shelby.
No.
Hi.
No. I need to do this. I need to do this again. Go ahead and do the intro again.
La 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 la. MarkJon.
MarkJon.
With Shelby. So. Don't do that.
That's what. Do
I
you
really?
want to go back on YouTube and look at this?
No, I'd rather
The first
not.
like 3 recordings you did. The when we did Pokemon together.
Mm.
The first like those 2 or 3 recordings. Every single time with Shelby.
What's up? That's my go-to. Like,
I know.
What's up? What's up?
I know you've gotten much better at that though.
I'm just like an awkward person. Did I tell you how I like bumped a kid in a sling? That was awful.
Oh, you told me that. Yeah.
It was so bad. I
Why are
felt
there
horrible.
2 pumpkins? Because usually we have our other friend Steph here, but she's not currently with us. And then the other pumpkin is our guest slot that I put a pumpkin there when we don't have a guest.
Yeah, and Shelby is with me right now, so we don't have her in the guest slot because it would make no sense to like have 2 separate cameras for all that.
It would have been more professional.
If you guys are curious about the backstory, if you guys are curious for the backstory of the pumpkin, watch like podcasts 3 through 15, where we always have a pumpkin with us, or like 2 through 15. Those we had pumpkins with, and there's like story as to why those are a thing. It's a thing, and we're bringing the pumpkin back soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's about time we call it though.
It is. Now, if you guys have any more questions, we'll be answering them next week. Just send it to this email. We do a question of the week every week. Join us for podcast number 31, which... Shit, I'm going to be out of town. I mean, we could do like a really short one, but I'm going to actually be out of town next weekend, so we may not have one next weekend. But the weekend after that, we might have a special guest. And we're definitely doing a podcast.
Wow.
Yay!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's going to be fun. Anyway, thanks for joining us for podcast number 31. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, The Works, and here, obviously. And we'll be doing another podcast soon. Hope to see you guys then. Bye, everybody.
And
Bye.
if you want to see me do stuff, I'm going to... Oh! It's Trevor Head. Thank you for that follow. If
Thanks
you guys
for that follow, buddy.
want to see me do things, I'm going to be streaming throughout the week, starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be doing Absolver on Tuesday with my good buddy Greg, so that's going to be fun. If you feel like dropping by, watching me do things, I do them over there on MarkJon, twitch.tv/MarkJon46. So,
are you going to be having a regular schedule?
yes, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8:30 to 11 or 10:30.
Cool. I'll have to like come crash your party every once in a while.
Maybe. We don't take kindly to newcomers around here.
Newcomers? This channel's been a thing for a half a year, man. We're not a newcomer.
Newcomer to my channel.
Settle this at high noon.
Hot. It's hot.
John, you'd like the game West of Loathing. The Wild West of Loathing.
Okay.
It's fucking great. You'd love it.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway.
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. Ba-la-la-la.
MarkJon!
MarkJon and Shelby.
What's up?